two of the people who are now out of the Republican race they did stuff. Governor Perry, Governor Walker. They had accomplished things. They had experience. They are no longer able to run for president. So what does that say about the climate in which you're trying to make the case that you just made?
Well, there's three things you need to be president, in my opinion, said by a smart Democrat. One, you got to have issues. Two, you have to have vision. And three, you kind of have to be likable. You got to have at least two of those three. And, you know, I think in regard to Scott Walker, he'll come back. He may be president someday. They just kind of got over their skis. They spent a lot of money and they ran out of money. You got to husband your resources. But what I have found, as you know, my campaign has gone on for slightly more than just 2 months, John. And you know, I'm in the top tier in New Hampshire. I'm beginning to rise in Iowa. So if what I'm saying is not true, then I should be getting out of the race, which I am not, because I think we're making really good progress in connecting. But remember, people want change. They want reform. They want to see something done. But just carping about it and whining about it and making speeches about it doesn't get it done. America needs to solve problems. You know, in some ways, it's even a national security issue. When the world looks at America being unable to solve problems, they kind of laugh at us, and then they worry, is America failing? We need to be able to solve problems in this country and send a message to the world.
Let me follow on that theme. So there are now two groups, insiders and outsiders, sort of running in the 2016 Republican field. You've worked both in the public sector and the private sector. Those who are coming from the private sector who are running, are they making unrealistic promises about how they can come into office and just sort of whip it all into shape with their private sector know-how?
Well, look, I respect people who are in the private sector, but you know, if you want to get things accomplished in government, you need to know how it all works. You need to know how you've got to maneuver things and bring people together. Now, I want to repeat one more time. Nobody has shaken up the system more than I have. A military reformer in a Republican Party, challenging my own party on balancing the budget and driving change, coming into Ohio where they said I was going to have to raise taxes rather than balancing the budget by cutting taxes. I've always been unorthodox in this and against the grain. But you know what? I know how to get it done. So again, John, if we elect somebody that doesn't know how to get it done, who makes a lot of promises, what have we achieved? Even if Republicans win, we have to solve the problems of immigration, of balancing the budget, dealing with entitlements, rebuilding the military. And by the way, when you rebuild the military, you better reform the Pentagon. I sat on that committee for 18 years, and I know the challenges in terms of delivering resources that get to the men and the women in the services and not into the bureaucracy. A lot of challenges out there. You know, the other thing I was struck by is you played that
Governor, I'm afraid I'm going to have to interrupt you. We've run out of time.
Okay, we'll do it longer the next time, John.
Excellent. And I'll see you out there on the campaign trail. We really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
I'll see you.